It is April 16th, 2026, and this is my first testimonial video with Nimrat, one of my top prodigies inside of first class. So, Nimrat, I kind of want to just break the floor for you. Introduce yourself, tell the people where you're from, and kind of like your kind of backstory. We'll start there.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Nimrat. I'm based in Montreal and been living here for 5 years and doing school, working corporate jobs, always trying to find my niche and always trying to make money. I was
Yeah.
doing marketing and I thought marketing was where I'll make money, but it was actually the sales side of marketing that I liked. And I always saw Evan stories and I was like, oh, how is he making so much money? And I wanted to reach out all the time. And I think I did too, Evan, do you remember in October?
Yeah, yeah.
And I
For
never replied.
For backstory, Nimrat, so I met Nimrat at my gym, right? And this was back in October, where she kind of followed me, saw what I was doing online, but never actually like built up the courage to like actually ask. And then when she ended up joining 6 months later, I was like, why didn't you tell me in October, right? And we'll get into kind of your story. But yeah, Nimrat, I mean, in terms of your backstory, like, what were you doing before you obviously got into high ticket sales and like joined first class? What'd your life look like then?
Honestly, I was doing a bunch of stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing was making me the money. And I was never fitting in anywhere I was at. So I was right before um, first class, I was doing corporate sales and I got fired from the job because I took another job and I just told the founder of the company I was working with that, oh, I'm gonna like put them on my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fired and I was just like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. And I reached out to Evan and I was like watching online. Looking at high ticket sales, but I didn't know if it was real. But I
Mhm.
knew everyone was doing it, but I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't even know about the setter role that you can just be a setter. I
Yeah.
had no idea you could be a setter. And then I talked to a friend who was Evan's student. And when I was talking to him, he just gave me a breakdown and I was like, what? Like he left his job. He left his job to come here. He left a good corporate sales job to.
Bosco. Yeah, I gotta do a video of Bosco, but Bosco literally left a full-time corporate job to go
Mhm.
all into high ticket sales, and that's what most people do. But I guess for you, Nimrat, you were basically one of the first people to join first class when we originally launched. I guess what would you, I guess if I was gonna kind of pinpoint something, what made you want to join like the community in first class in general, as opposed to just trying on your own. Like a lot of people feel like they can, but what was the rationale behind you joining first class as opposed to trying it on your own, given your experience?
I mean, why would I try it on my own? Because I was already struggling with the corporate jobs and I didn't want to do a 9 to 5. I wanted a structure. I wanted to just get in and make money, honestly.
Okay.
I'm being real here. I didn't, if I waited and I was just applying and getting on bad offers where I was making, where I'd make like 1K or not even that, just not even get paid
Yeah.
and have that struggle and maybe have interactions with cold leads, which I didn't want at all. So
Yeah.
I knew that with first class, I wouldn't be interacting with cold leads.
Hmm.
It'd be warm leads. That's why I was like, I want to invest in myself, and why would I not if I want to make money as soon as possible?
Yeah. It's all speed to lead, right? I mean, you can get there on your own, but you're just sacrificing taking a lot longer, which is what I had to go through years ago. And I regret it. But in that sense, so what did you join first class? How long ago has it been?
In March, like mid-March, not even starting of
And
March.
right now we are April 16th, so mid-April. Now, Nimrat, drum roll, tell the people how much money you've made. Basically, it's literally just been a month, right? So, how much money have you made in high ticket sales and tell them about the job you landed and how long you've been working that?
Yeah, I was training before I got a role
Yeah.
and I was applying to roles. Evan told me, be patient, be patient. I was not being patient, but obviously I listened to Evan and I got a good role, but I worked really hard and I still do. Even right now, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to like go to my leads. And yeah, I collected 100K. It doesn't even feel real. It's
And
only been a
yeah.
few like 10 days, 10, 15, 10 to 12 days since I joined the offer.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Insane, life changing. So Nimrat, so she came in mid-March. She's been here for one singular month. We
Mhm.
trained her for 2 weeks, got her fully ramped. She landed her first offer, which is a solid offer. She went through rounds of interviews. She didn't make that money on her own. She put in that work. That's one thing you have to understand as well. It's 50% us, but mostly her, right? She actually has to show up and want it. So Nimrat in her first 2 weeks, so basically her first month of even committing to now, you're actually over 100 kcc. You're 108 cc.
Mhm.
She's being conservative right now, just for the camera. But I mean, how's that change your outlook on things? If you look back a month ago from when you were telling me, Evan, I need to pay my rent, I got to pay my bills, like when am I going to make money? To now, like what would you say has changed in your day-to-day life, making 108 kcc, which guys, in retrospect numbers, if we do commissions. So 108K cash collected is she's already made $5,400 USD. So she's made a 7.5K Canadian in her first 2 weeks of April. So how would you say your life has changed knowing like, whoa, this online money is real? Like this is actually reality for me.
It's I mean, you make the money, so I know. I see how much you collect, so I know the money is real, but it's you don't just get it and you're not gonna just get paid. That's the truth of life.
Yeah.
Even the offer I'm on, I am the top setter there.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in the work.
Mhm.
I had to sacrifice some things so I can excel and really give my best my first month. And right now, I'm not focusing a lot on gym like I used to, which is sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Like I'm
Sacrifices.
going 2 times a week. Before I was going because I had too much time. Now I can focus so I can build that relationship within the founders of the offers and business owners. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Amazing.
it's the mindset.
Yeah, the mindset. Definitely a different shift in mindset for sure. Like you got to make sacrifices. You got to work hard. This is not easy money. It's not passive income. This is hard work. But being able to make basically 7.5 grand in your first 2 weeks of ever doing this, what would you say that's changed in your life? Like goals wise, Nimrod?
I mean, I want to make more.
I know. Never satisfied. I like that. Whenever I ask her, like, what are you gonna do with the money? She's like, I'm not even focused on what I made. I'm thinking of future income.
Yeah, I'm not even focused on that. It
Yeah.
feels great.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
great.
gonna be my first, like, yeah, you're literally on track to hit 15K in your first month, right? So let's keep up the work, but I think you're gonna be right around the corner of 40K per month easily. Now, one thing I want to ask you, okay, is what would you say and give advice to the person who's on the fence of joining first class or breaking into high ticket sales? What's one piece of advice you would say to them? Because you were in their shoes at one point. What would you say?
Honestly, I wouldn't be here without first class. I, it's they got me the job. They prepared me for the interview. I wouldn't even know that job existed. I wouldn't have the preparation. I train, train, train. We have trainings 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and I can reach out to Jay and Evan anytime I want. They're always there for every student. They put in extra time on the ones that are weak. And you did. I was so bad. I was so terrible. That's something they don't even know. So, yeah,
Or
honestly,
somewhere.
for someone who's waiting and they're not, it's an investment in yourself. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. Don't you want to make money? Yeah, like don't you want to make money? Do you want to do a 9 to 5? Do you want to just have a normal life and just 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5? No.
Yeah,
Because we have
exactly.
a plan too. I have a plan with Evan that I want to be a closer, so I'm going to get trained to be a closer, so I'll have to put less hours in.
Yeah, 100%. And guys, Nimrat is no different than any of you. Whoever even cares enough and made it this far, Nimrat is no different than any of you. She was doing the regular route, right? Didn't have any skills in sales, etc., right? And she just started. That's the difference, right? So the more you delay, I mean, you're just delaying action and how your future can look like, right? Because at the end of the day, Nimrat, imagine you told me you want to keep delaying. Did you know you're going to make 7.5 G's in your first month of even committing to this? Absolutely not, but you'll never know unless you try. So last thing I want to ask for you, and then we'll kind of end it on a pin there, is going to be what's next for Nimrat? You kind of answered it a bit, but I want to tell the people like, what's the growth plan? Setter, you've already hit that 7.5K milestone your first 2 weeks on the job. What's next for you? Long term, 6 months from now.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm not satisfied with the money I made, and I want to be a closer. And I know I won't. I really don't have those skills at all.
Mhm.
But Evan's gonna train me, and Jay's gonna train me. I know I'm gonna be trained, so I'm in good hands.
Okay. Okay. And one last thing. One last thing to the viewers who made it this far that you would tell them. Takeaway. Pin drop that.
If you guys want to build a future and not think about inflation, not think about, oh, I can't spend the money, just start. Invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself, and life's gonna be, it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be structured, and you'll have a plan.
Amazing. Good stuff. I love that, Nimrat. Well, overall, I think that's everything. I think we had a pretty good video for the people who actually made it this far. Kudos to you. Hopefully, this helps you take action. Nimrat's no different than any of you. So, literally stop being lazy and do something, right? But overall, amazing interview. Nimrat, keep crushing it. Keep being top of my leaderboard. And let's get it. See you guys
Let's
next time. Awesome.
think
Take care.